All right, guys, welcome back and happy Bitcoin ripping through the walls day. You can see Rupert was so overwhelmed by all the comments, he decided to come back with a hat representing Gunzilla today. Say, what's up, Rupert? Ah, there you go. Here you go. It's a little late for him, so his collar is not on today, but he looks very happy to be here, and he says, thank you guys for all of the love and comments. There you go. There you go. But okay, we'll just take it off. Put on dad. Okay. So what happened? Just all-time highs ripping, yearly all-time highs. And the question is that everyone wants to know is, when is alt season coming, right? We've talked about this for a while, and we're gonna tell you today in today's show, like, when is alt season coming, and can you expect better prices, better entry prices, or a bit, are we basically up only from here? And we have, of course, as we talk about on almost every show, we're going to tell you about, Rupert, what is it? We're going to tell you about the best coins to buy right now that are going to pump in alt season, probably, or at least in the immediate future. Yeah, Dad, move the hat from your face. Okay. Thanks, dude. All right, guys. Yeah, no, amazing comments from the video. Love yesterday. Rupert appreciate it. That's why he's staying up past his bedtime to make a cameo today. And without further ado, guys, let's dive into the show because it is jam-packed with information, jam-packed. First of all, we're going to go over here and look at the Bitcoin chart. Bouncing right above the $57,000 mark, you can see we came up all the way, God candle, basically. If you look at like the daily over here or go to the weekly. Go ahead, buddy. Go. And that's his cameo. He's out. So essentially, we are testing this level here. And you could say, like, of course, like a ding dong, I closed my position right before God candle. But that's the way trading goes. I still have this position open over here. Nothing fantastic yet, but like, hey, I still expect ETH to come back strong. But with that being said, right now, all attention is really on Bitcoin. Like, it's a Bitcoin-led rally, right? And so Eric over here from Bloomberg Intelligence says, it's official. The new 9 Bitcoin ETFs have broken all-time volume record today with $2.4 billion, just barely beating day one, but about double the recent daily average. IBIT went wild, accounting for 1.3 billion of it, breaking its record by about 30%. So, like I told you guys, this is going to be a game of some days we get huge inflows and some days we don't, right? And it's like I've said in the last 2 videos, it just comes down to the sales force and, you know, their client relationships and when people decide to buy in. Now, I can't emphasize this enough. Like, people think that we have institutions in right now. We don't really have institutions in yet. What we don't have still is we don't have is this getting too high? Oh, hello. Okay, testing. We don't have pension funds, retirement funds, 401ks, real institutional money coming into the market yet. We have high net worths, family offices, and your kind of Wall Street institutions, like not institutions, but Wall Street kind of traders, right, who are playing the market. So this is going to get absolutely way more intense, and the supply shock is just going to be absolutely amazing. So you can see that yesterday we had $515 million of net inflows and one of the smallest days ever for GBTC outflows. I think maybe it's the smallest ever, maybe except for day one. I don't know, but $515 million net yesterday. Huge day. I told you in the video yesterday that it was going to be a big day, and don't you know it? It was a huge day yesterday. So this is going to resonate in Wall Street here, guys. So anyone that's bought a Bitcoin ETF now is up at least 15% as it trades just 25% away from price discovery. Any suit waiting to see whether ETF would have impact will soon become momentum buyers. Then all-time high breakout buyers will follow. Reflexivity. So this is from Will Clemente. just another word on the street. Of course, people are watching Michael Saylor. Some people call him crazy, but people are going to be paying attention, right? And his strategy so far has netted him $4.65 billion in unrealized profit. That is tremendous. Tremendous profit. So people will be watching, and you better believe that other companies will be following suit. Like, how could you not, right? MicroStrategy will be in the S&P 500 soon, and to watch a relatively small company boost up into one of the largest companies in the world is a enormous feat, all because they decided to put Bitcoin on the balance sheet. Like, that's fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. So another thing to look at here, guys, is essentially the difference between the profit taking in 2021, which was pretty, these green lines are profit taking, right? And this is pretty extreme early into the cycle, right? We have nothing so far in 2024 compared to this extreme profit taking that was taking place in 2021. Nice to see this, the signs of a healthy market growth. Now, we must take a look at other currencies, right? And in a lot of other nations in the world with a lot of other currencies, this is the Swedish kroner, I think, Bitcoin is at all-time highs, right? And we know that like in, I don't know, 20, 30 other countries or whatever, Bitcoin is at all-time highs. You know, not compared to the US dollar yet, but compared to a lot of other currencies, it is at all-time highs, which is just phenomenal to note. Okay, a little bit of humor now. We're going to take a look at, this is essentially what happened today as the God candle, right? This one over here was created in the Asian session. It started in the US session, but the God candle was really pumped when I went to bed.
Ding, 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 ding. Boom. Okay. Missile launch. Pshing. Ding, 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 ding. Boom. Okay. Missile launch. Pshing. Ding.
That was the markets today. And another little piece of humor, like when they hear you've been stacking Bitcoin for a decade. Reminds me of Copenhagen, where I used to live. And Suzu from the defunct Three Arrows says super cycle, but you still wouldn't believe it. And that is the mentality that I subscribe to, is super cycle. Essentially, that just means, if you guys aren't familiar, is a cycle that defines the law of diminishing returns. So typically when technical analysis look at like a new asset class, which has been a long time, but Bitcoin and cryptocurrency, we see that in each cycle, there is less upside. But a super cycle breaks that technical pattern when it defies this law of diminishing returns, essentially. So here is something for all of you guys who are watching. Pat yourself on the back, because you are here much, much sooner than most of the retail. This is a chart here that shows Google search trends. We've showed it before, but look, it's just decreasing for Bitcoin. Like, how is a price at $57,000 and retail is just not here yet? So you guys are here. Congratulations, but the masses haven't come in yet, right? And that's what it's going to take, because clearly this bull run that we're in right now is driven by this ETFs. It's a Bitcoin-led bull run so far. When is altcoin season going to start? Well, it's going to start when retail comes back in and Bitcoin's too expensive for them to buy, and they're going to be looking at alts. Of course, on this channel, the goal is to help you guys find the alts that outperform Bitcoin. And I think we've been doing a very good job of that so far. We're going to get into some of those alts in just a minute. But look at this too. This is insane to see. So this is Reddit and the cryptocurrency or crypto forums. And you can see this is in 2021. And Croissant ETH says, okay, cool. How about crypto activity on Reddit? Some analysis can show you just how far we are from peak hype. In 2021, cryptocurrency averaged hundreds of thousands of posts per day. In 2024, just thousands of posts a day. That's just 2021. Look at this. 2021, 57,000, 12,000, 37,000. 1.5 thousand, 2.6 thousand, 1.1 thousand. So still incredibly early, guys. And oh, it's going to be marvelous when the retail starts FOMOing in. And of course, it's going to be very, 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 we're going to have to work on a strategy. So as you guys know, this market is super dynamic. It moves at the speed of light. And so one of the things that we want to do on this channel is make sure that you guys are prepared as best as possible to make sure that you don't get stuck holding bags at 99% below where you bought them. And that's part of what I'm trying to do here with Commonwealth and Paid Ignition. But we'll get into those later on another video. We talked about it before already. But yeah, you can see more signs of retail just not being here. Coinbase app at number 388. But crypto total market cap, excluding the top 10. So excluding Bitcoin, Ethereum, Ripple, blah, blah, blah. And you can see here that Rex Capital says, altcoin market pressing into the blue resistance this early in the week already. Needs to perform a blue circled retest to really pick up steam and rally to 315 billion red for what would be a 25% breakout uptrend. So essentially, he's showing you all these blue circles here, and you can see they all got retested in the past, like blue circle, breakout, boom, retest, up to the red line, right? Blue circle, retest, boom, up to the red line. And again, here is exactly what we need now. This is the weekly chart. Again, we've been showing you weekly charts a lot on this channel recently because those are the long time frame. We're not, if you look at like what pumped every day, you're always going to feel like you missed out, right? But we're going to look at bigger timelines to try to maximize our opportunity to get into the best projects, before they pump. And so looking at this altcoin market cap here, again, looking for it to break through this resistance line here, a retest, and boom, 25% move up. And 25% move up in total altcoin market cap means that a lot of our favorite altcoins are going to pump 100, 200, 300, 400% in that time frame. Are you ready for it? Are you ready for it? So Miles says, if you feel like you missed the boat, just wait until you see what's next. Essentially, he's showing you here the total 3, which excludes Bitcoin and Ethereum, and the market cap right here. So one thing that you notice is that since we expect the total crypto market cap to be exponentially higher than 2021, this is going to look like a drop in the pan here, right? This altcoin market cap will be off the charts, like somewhere way up here off the charts, right? And this will look like a little blip. And so if you think you've been missing out because you look on the charts every day and you see this thing pump by this percentage and this thing pumping, it's okay, guys. It's okay. Take a deep breath. This is a marathon, not a sprint here. Another thing to pay attention to, guys, just to put things in perspective here. So if you're not following me on X, make sure that you go do that at Kyle_Chasse. So total 3 market cap, Bitcoin is now at the same price it was on November 19th, 2021. That was well into the prime of the bull market. We hadn't corrected yet. We're on our way up to $69,000. And the total 3 market cap at that time was $1 trillion on November 19th, 2021. The total 3 market cap right now is only 573 billion, is at the same price. What does this mean? Well, we can see that Bitcoin is catching a bid and alts are lagging by nearly 50% in market cap compared to last time BTC was at $56,000, $57,000. Alt interest is on BTC at the moment. Alts are lagging massively. Total 3 market cap will essentially double to get back to previous levels. Accumulation time is now before alts start ripping. Interest will shift into alts and might only be once BTC hits new all-time highs. And when it does, you'll want to be positioned accordingly. I feel like shouting from the rooftops, it's time to accumulate. You saw what happened in the past 24 hours. You saw Pepe and Dogwifhat ripping 55% gains in one day. Like, if you don't position now, you're going to wake up and all of your favorite alts will have pumped 100%. And you're like, shit, like 100% pump can happen like this, right? And it's slowly then suddenly. And 100% pumps means that you're buying that coin at 2 times, right? So, you know, if a coin is, yeah, you're not dumb, you get the math. 2 times, right? And so this is the difference of like positioning yourself now. And I do not believe that we're going to have a significant altcoin pullback. We might have small pullbacks along the way. And of course, we will have big pullbacks in the course of the bull run. But I think that why we've been focusing on alt so much and finding the gems is because I believe that the time to accumulate and position yourself is now. This is a post from Hasaka, one of our favorite traders, back in the 12th of February, so a couple weeks ago. And he says, alt BTC turbo reversion after BTC God candle. Well, did we just get a BTC God candle? What he means essentially is ideally we see Bitcoin lead the charge on a $50,000 breakout, BTC dominance pushing toward 58 to 60%-ish, sets a strong foundation for chapter 2, and today he treats chapter 2. Chapter 2, if you guys don't remember, was essentially just that time, what was it, like October, November, I think last year, when everything was just pumping like crazy. It felt like total bull run. Remember, like every day on this channel was total euphoria and we were all making tons of money. That's chapter 2 coming into the picture right now or very, very soon. Now, I don't know if this is necessarily entirely true, the AI to meme coin rotation, but it is meme coin rotation. I was on Dylan's show on Crypto Banter on Friday, and I wasn't sure if we were back in meme season or not. And obviously we are now. Luckily, I was positioned accordingly, right? And we see this massive, massive pump today, Dogwifhat, at $623 million, guys, with a 47% pump in the last 24 hours. Even Hasaka shilling Wifhat. Even Rupee shilling Wifhat. So meme coins have a lot to do with market timing. And, that's why, does Bonk still have prominent market share? Yes, Bonk still has prominent market share, but it's really about who can grab the attention at the right time. And for me, it's also that virality. And there's so much that you can do with hat. And so it is obvious that this thing is obviously going to $1 billion. Obviously, right? It hasn't even been listed on, Binance yet. It is on some good exchanges, but no Binance. Let's see, where else is this listed? You've got no Binance, you've got no Bybit, you've got still a lot of listings that, what is Backpack Exchange? Look at that. No idea. Interesting. Anyone know what Backpack Exchange is? I have to check it out. Anyway, guys, so of course it's going to $1, right? And AAVE Crypto just thinks that virality moment of when it goes to $1 is going to be insane. And well, I'll show you a potential in just a minute here, but you guys remember, listen to this. So I got into this thing at 40 million today. This thing's just been absolutely on a run. Look at 173% today. Woo! Crazy. But you can see, again, guys, I posted this in my alpha group here. You can see where I share it somewhere here. Earlier, this is at here at 6:25. So 4 hours ago, I share it. And, 4 hours ago, it was like, I don't know, it was somewhere like over here or something like that. So it's up quite a bit. But what is Dogwifhat? What is Dogwifhat? So told you guys about it, especially in the alpha group. And if you guys aren't in the alpha group, the VVIP group, I suggest that you do that because there's so much alpha in there. And this is where we share things long before I can make a video. I mean, you can see here that I was able to shill it in the alpha group at 4 cents, right? And now it's at 60 cents. That's over like 12, 13x or something like that. And then by the time I made the video later in the evening, it was already at 6 cents, right? 6.3 cents. So yeah, and now it's at 62, 63 cents, right? And I showed it at 4 cents. So it pays to be in the VVIP group. The instructions are in the description below. And yeah, so check this out, guys. This is potentially what we have to look forward to. Again, it's all about timing and attention. And this whiff hat is just not, it does not going away. I like it better as a meme than bonk. Like when people said, oh, bonk is funny, like it's a dog with a baseball bat. That I didn't really get. You can tell from the video here that like, it made me laugh, right? Like it made me laugh hard. It's because it's funny, right? It's literally like, this is the dog whiff. This is like Rupert yesterday. And this is like Rupert yet today. Rupert yesterday, Rupert today, right? Whiff hat. It's literally just a dog with hat. So as you guys can see, it's approaching, it did break out. This is a bit, I made this chart a bit earlier, as it's sitting now at 63 cents. But again, we're looking for this weekly retest or weekly confirmation before loading up heavily. So 5 days left in the weekly time frame. And another one too, look at this, Pepe breaking back in the $1 billion plus market. Look at that, $1.034 billion here, $1.146 billion of trading volume. And as you can see on Dylan's show on Friday, guys, I was here, look.
I mean, I don't want to write it off completely, but I think there's better dogs.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah.
I like Pepe to be, I mean, I made a lot of money on it, but, and I don't have big bags. I bought back in at like 300K, I think, or 4, what did it crash down to? I don't know. Something like 500, 600, I don't know. I think that it is still the #1 meme in the world, undeniably, right? And so I think that when retail comes back, you know, I think that there's a good case for Pepe to come back. It's a Binance traded coin. I wouldn't mind seeing it go lower. So there you go. My high conviction in Pepe and Whiff, those are my 2 memes of choice for this bull run, you know, and people are going to want to, Doge is too expensive, Shiba's too expensive, and Pepe is relatively not, right? And when you see this, you look at Whiff here. Whiff is here now. This is what it looks like at $1 billion market cap. And Doge went all the way up to an $89 billion market cap. That's well over 100x from here, right? Oh, please, Satoshi, Lord Satoshi, please let Whiff go back to these levels. Or not back to these levels, but let them be the new Doge. All we need is like a Jeff Bezos or something like like a Richard Branson or like Trump or something to get behind Whiff, right? Trump Whiff hat, and then this thing's going to the moon. But yeah, I mean, be nice, extremely nice. What is this green thing on my camera here, guys? Oh, I'm frozen. Hello. Okay. Don't worry. 1 second. I'm going to switch camera views here. Bam. Okay. Salvaged. Oh, see on this one. 1 second. Okay. Boom. There we go. Okay, now I'm using the MacBook Pro camera. It's not as nice, but that's okay. All right, guys, let's go because the show's dragging on here. So, weekly breakouts here. Pepe looking primed, and again, like this is the number. In my opinion, like my thesis here is that Pepe is the #1 meme in the world, and when retail comes back in droves, this thing is a very good chance that Pepe goes back to that $80-90 billion range, right? Might not have Elon Musk shilling it, but who knows? He might shill it. But without it, even if it goes to 40 billion or 60 billion, 60 billion is still 100x from here. It's very, very, very nice to be liquid in a token and get 60x from here. Zeta. Zeta, as you guys know, I've been talking about for a long time, is looking pretty sweet. We don't have a lot of data here, but again, looking for it to break through this $2.87, and then it's bam into price discovery. Hasaka shilling Solana for a bit here, and Sol right here also looking. So there's two areas that we want to look for on Solana here. We need confirmation. So we want it to break this 118 level on the weekly, and we want it to hopefully retest and then shoot up all the way to 144. That's the first line of resistance. Take profit maybe right before this. But you can see there's basically no resistance between 118 and 144. And then we want to see the same thing happen. Maybe we get some resistance here, bam, get rejected a little bit, and then see that resistance flip into support. And then after this, smooth sailing all the way back up into 200 range essentially. And from there, after it breaks that range, so 144 to 200, and then from that point on, essentially you have all-time highs, which is the last resistance level before price discovery. Expecting to see Solana here at least at $500 or $600 this bull run. What else, guys? And we had paid the paid ignition IDO today. Now, there was an insane amount of traffic, right? And some people are disappointed because they didn't get in, and because our website went down because there was like 200,000 requests. Now, this thing sold out. It would have sold out in seconds, but of course people had trouble accessing it. So it sold out in like 10 minutes, $1 million. But what this shows us, guys, is that there's huge demand from you. And so what I want to propose to you guys is this. Demand from projects that they stop selling all of their private sale allocation to VCs, and let's go back to the model where there's more distribution. Talk to projects and ask them, why are you guys not doing, why are you not selling more to public? Why are you giving so much to VCs? And why are you basically selling, you know, anything less than $1 million is a joke, in my opinion. You know, but if a project, like a really good project, and that's what we focus on at Paid Ignition, is, you know, they should be raising money for 4 years of operations, a whole entire market cycle, essentially, right? And if you're a good project, and you think about like, and you dream what your ideal operating budget is, like raise that amount of money, and don't focus on market making and selling your tokens on retail, you know, throughout the bull market. Just get what you need up front, sell it, and have good distribution, have happy retail customers that were able to buy the token before it was publicly traded. And so what we've built at Paid Ignition is a revenue generating machine, right? We want to see real revenue generation and this is what we're doing. So from this sale, we generated $100,000, and that is going to go back into the token economy, right? And I want to see $5, $10, $20 million raises. A $20 million raise is a $2 million of revenue generated in one day, right? And I think that we can do that. I think that the demand is out there. We got shown today that there's tremendous demand for these public sales, right? And imagine, like I showed you that chart yesterday with Banana Gun, right? And how it was generating $600,000 a week, and all the other projects that were generating that much revenue were valued in the billions of dollars. I believe that Paid, you know, after the halving, for example, will be generating millions of dollars a week in revenue, and that's what I want people to understand. Is we've built an economic model around an offering, a service offering. So Paid is a peer-to-peer, decentralized crowdfunding platform. We don't hold any money. We don't custody money. It's all built through smart contracts. We're just the people who built the technology. This is a peer-to-peer system. And we need you guys, the ecosystem, to basically be actively involved. And this is a flywheel. And I'll talk about it more in kind of a separate video where we go deep into it. But just congratulations. It was a huge raise and very successful demonstration of our first public sale, essentially, or fundraise, crowd sale on Ignition. Guys, there's a lot of comments about the looping mechanism on AAVE. I will do a separate video on that, but I just wanted to show you quickly that since yesterday, my health factor is up, obviously with Bitcoin and Ethereum being up, and I'm getting to a point right now where, and I'll just save it for the video, but I'm ready to actually go out and take another loan out and go top up my bags here, and probably buy. These are all the assets I can buy and use as collateral. Actually, no, you can only use the ones as the check mark here. So I'll probably just buy more Link, more Bitcoin, but I'll show you guys that in a separate video. And also, I want to show you something here. Kaito is what I've been using. Just got a trial to it. I'm going to probably be using it a lot more. But you can see here token mindshare, guys. And Bitcoin leading the charts here. Dogwifhat Coin, second place here. Now, this is quite odd, right? Have you guys heard anyone talk about Milady? So Milady Maker is the NFT collection. And you can see that's taken a significant mindshare here. However, as we can see here, you've had a nice 26% pump on the meme coin from Milady's. And you can see volume was also increasing here. This is a 7-day chart. And so the question is like, yep, you can see it's increased another $4 million. So I don't hear a lot of people talking about Milady's, but you can see from this mindshare, this is a really advanced AI tool here that I'm using, guys. Very expensive institutional level, but I will be integrating it more into the shows. I'm not saying go ape into this lady's token right now aggressively, but it is interesting to see the mindshare of all the tokens in the market, that this thing is this high right now of mindshare, right? You can see it's over here. It's behind my head over here. So again, this isn't a direct correlation because this is actually talking about the NFT collection, but it's pretty highly correlated to this. And you can see that that Aztecs says, last time I called this, we got 300% move. I think it could be bigger this time. NFTs and Milady's are picking up. Chart on the 1 week looks good. And you can see he's talking about the ladies meme coin here. And so the question is, are we going to see another leg up? Mindshare is there. And last thing I want to talk about, guys, is Pudgy Penguins. As you can see, this video I made on my second channel, which is no longer active, but I just wanted to bring it to your attention here because, well,
popular, then had some issues.
And let me just play it for you on 2x because I don't need to show you as a whole, like the whole thing here.
Was looking like it was going to zero, and then is it going to get revived? Is this going to be the next Board Ape Yacht Club, guys? Well, I don't know, but I'm going to take you into it this episode. If that sounds good to you guys, make sure you smash a like. Let's get at least 100 likes on this video. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already, and let's tell you about Pudgy Penguins and what's going on. So check this out. So Pudgy Penguins, this is not super new, but it was earlier this month. Pudgy Penguins gets acquired for $2.5 million. So what we see,
this was April 4th, 2022, right when this acquisition happened, and I bought some Pudgy Penguins, and they were 2.5 ETH at the time, and ETH was much cheaper then. And now they're 20 ETH each, right? It's like a 16, 17x on the Pudgy Penguins. And so if you were with me at the time, I know not many of you guys were, but there's all kinds of opportunities here for, like even Barachain has an opportunity for Pudgy Penguins and things like that. So yeah, guys, anyways, that's gonna wrap it up today. I will catch you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye.